Wrestling online classes. So now today onwards we are moving towards our revision classes. So already you have studied, already you have revised once again maybe. So brief revision on the lesson tissues. So in tissues lesson, once I will say open your textbook. So when we are doing the revision, open your textbook, refer our textbook and along with your notebook. So then write down some points in your notebook or maybe in your homework book. So according to your lesson, so for this year, the half year or the midterm examination, there are two chapters. One chapter is deleted, that is fundamental unit of life, cell. The second and third lesson is there, that is the chapter 6 tissues, page number 68 onwards. So in this lesson many types of questions will be there. So main lessons, that is tissues and the diversity in living organisms. So open your textbook now, page number 68 onwards. So which are the questions, how it will come according to your question paper. Just I will go through it, then I will come back to our starting from 1 marks question, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So the chapter 6 tissues, page number 68 onwards. So 1 marks will go through afterward. There is an activity in page number 69. Keep an onion cell, an onion bulb inside the water. So 2 onion bulbs or 2 onion cells. So both the roots should be dipped inside the water. So after a few days you have to mention first only A and B. So take the onion bulb of the beaker, that is a B, cut or remove the tip of the root of the onion bulb from the jar B. What will happen? So that is a identification question, but they will not give the directly. So a student is conducting some experiment. So what is the observation? Mainly when you remove the root tip, the growth will be hidden because there is a tissue present in the shoot tip and the root tip, that is called meristem. Growth tissue is called meristem. So that's why in A it will grow properly, and B, because of you remove the growing tip, so the growth will be hidden. So in that same page number 69, no need to draw the diagram. There is a diagram given. Identify the apical meristem. Sometimes they give like this. Identify the growing tip. Both end, here in your diagram only one end given, that is called the shoot tip, and the intercalary meristem on the base of the leaves, dash meristem intercalary, gut of the plant. It's not gut of the plant only in the one side, it is a stem root also, that is called the lateral meristem. Page number 69, identification mark. Or maybe in your book you write down for the identification, this diagram will be given. Okay, next one. Page number 70, related permanent tissues. Dash are the two types of permanent tissues. The first one is simple permanent tissue and mainly the complex permanent tissues. Simple permanent tissues, there are 3 diagrams here. In that major diagram, I repeated question in your question paper, that is page number 71. The 3 diagrams. In that, various types of simple tissues, parenchyma, transverse section and longitudinal section. Transverse sectional and longitudinal section. So they give the first one, sometimes the transversional section. The second diagram, B. First one, that is a thickening. Identify, they will write an arrow mark, identify the diagram, related cholechyma. Thickening in the where they will join. The border will be thickened without any intercellular space. If it is there also, it is a small, but here thickening in the border, it is because of cholechyma. Then the last diagram, E, second one, identify the longitudinal section of sclerenchyma. Go through it, the diagram, and sometimes I give the give an arrow mark. Narrow lumen, lignified thick walls. Lignified thick walls. Give reason why it is lignified identified thick walls because of cutin or lignin. Next one, page number 72. Activity: take a rio leaf, scratch it and the upper surface, that is called the epidermis. So remove and identify or observe under microscope. What we can see already given to you as a project work. So that page number 72, figure 6.5. In that, identify the opening and closing structure. Arrow mark they'll give. So you have to identify stomatal core and being shaped structure. Identify which is covered the surface of the stomata, that is called the guard cell. What is the function of guard cell? Opening and closing of stomata is a function of guard cell. Next one, protective tissue. Write a note on protective tissue. So that is in plants it is epidermal, in animals it is epithelial. Come to the page number 73. So companion cell diagram, D, section of a phloem. So what is meaning by companion cell and the seed tube relation? It is called the sister cell. The reason they give one another support. The diagram they will give. And the next page number 74, related animal tissues. So in that mainly repeated question on the lining of our mouth, and esophagus dash tissue is present. Dash epithelium is present. It is very thin, like pavement, like tiles. Which is that? Identify among the following. That is called squamous epithelium. Sometimes they'll ask which is incorrect among these. Which is incorrect among these? Related squamous epithelia. Option they'll give which is incorrect. Correct. Sometimes they'll give the options like this. It is present in the kidney tubules. It is present in the duct. It is present in our stomach, etc. So that one which is incorrect. The first option. So all you have to find out which is incorrect related squamous epithelium. Whatever you have learnt about squamous epithelium, rest of that any point if it is there, that is called the incorrect statement. I will go through it afterward. Then second one is cuboidal epithelia. Cuboid, cube. Keep in your mind the logic. Cube, that is present in the kidney tubules are the ducts, salivary glands. So this is called cuboidal epithelium. If the squamous epithelium is having a layer after layer, that is called stratified epithelium. Next question, columnar epithelia. Cilia is present. What is the function of cilia? That is called for the diffusion of material. So this is related in that page number. And the last diagram, page number 74, location of the muscle fibers. Identify the diagram, muscle fibers. Nucleus, smooth muscle fiber. So that is the one diagram for the identification. And among this, page number 75, no diagram is there for identification. Page number 76. Page number 76, there is a blood cell, connective tissues and the bone and the cartilage, and then the next one is the lymphocyte. So first diagram, page number 76, in that mast cell and macrophages. Macrophages are, they fight against the diseases, that is identification of the mast cells. So that is the one, and then red blood cells, one identification. So that is only related there. That is a question. So areolar connective tissue is found in between. In our skin and muscle, dash tissue is present. Dash tissue is meant for the storage of fat. So like this questions will be there. Next one, muscular tissue. The whole lesson, 3 diagrams you must draw to learn draw neatly, that is called muscular tissue or muscle fibers. The 3, that is the stripped muscle, unstripped muscle, cardiac. While studying, go through the each point from the textbook. First one, skeletal muscle, it is attached to our bone. Skeletal, no branch but multinucleate. Identify the nucleus. It is a multinucleate or single. It is multinucleated. Second diagram. without any strips, spindle in shape. That is called the smooth muscle fiber. That is only uninucleate. In one spindle shape, it is only one nucleus. Third one, that is called cardiac muscle. No fatigue, nothing. So heartbeat or maybe the rhythmic function of the heart is because of a muscle that is called cardiac. Only it is present in heart. Don't get confusion. And it is branched. The two diagrams are very similar. So the first one and the last one, but identification is also there. Write a note, write the difference, or maybe draw the diagram. Page number 78. That is the last. Draw a neuron and find the electrical impulse or passing the electrical impulse. That is one diagram, or they will give the diagram, you have to identify. These are the questions related in your first lesson. Drawing only 3 diagrams here. It is that is the muscle fibers, skeletal muscle, smooth muscle, and cardiac muscle. So only 3 diagrams. Rest of the diagram you have to go through it for the identification. Okay, now let us study 1 marks question related this lesson. Okay, first one. So I have written already here. Just write the answers for the fill in the blanks question. The first one, clusters of cells are called. Refer your textbook also, and some I will give as an homework in direct questions. Clusters of cells are called. It is tissues. Write down. Clusters of cells are called tissues. Dead cells can provide, in plants there is a dead cells which can provide dash strength. It is mechanical strength. Mechanical strength. Again I will repeat. Dead cells can provide mechanical strength. That is the second question. Third one. Dash meristem is present at the growing tip. That is a shoot and root. At the tip of the plant, which meristem already we have studied? That is nothing but apical. Epi means upper. Apical meristem is present at the growing tip of shoot and root. Next one. Increases the girth. Every year the plant will grow in size. Stem and the root, both it will grow. So that is for the girth. Increases the length of the stem and root. Identify the question, read properly during examination. Stem and root is because of lateral meristem. Lateral meristem. Next one. Girth of the stem, root increases. Here it is, whether it is a correct question. Increases the length of the stem and root is because of lateral meristem. No. So I have written here the lateral meristem will come in the increase. That's why I said both the question is in between similar. Increases the length, increases the girth. Keep in your mind, girth means width in size. Increases the length of the stem, height wise and deep wise in the root. That is also because of apical meristem. Apical meristem. Next one. Girth, width of a stem and root increases because of lateral meristem. Lateral meristem. Keep in your mind, don't get confused with the 2 questions. At the base of the leaf, this is a leaf. Imagine this is the leaf. Stop. At the base of the leaf, that is the node portion, internode. At the base of the leaves are internodes. Dash meristem is present. That is called intercalary. Intercalary meristem is present at the base of the leaves. Base of the leaves. Next, 2 types of permanent meristems. 2 types of permanent meristems are tissues or which one? Simple permanent and complex permanent tissues. Complex permanent tissues. So why it is called also meristem? when the meristem, that is the apical meristem, lateral meristem, or the meristems growing tip will mature after the cell will die, they change into permanent meristem to diffuse materials, to do the functions, activities in plants. It is called permanent meristem or permanent tissues, a simple and complex permanent tissue. Dash tissue provide support and stores food. Dash tissue provide support and store food. Keep in your mind, each question is different. So in plants which will be stored food, especially leaf region, here the tissue provide support and stores food, which is consist of space. There is an intercellular space is also present. It is nothing but parenchyma. Parenchyma. Next one. Flexibility in plants. In tender plants, the stem or the branch will bend. Flexibility in plants is due to parenchyma. One more type of tissue, that is simple permanent tissues. Parenchyma. Again, parenchyma is meant for cell division. That is one more question. Irregular thickened at the portion. So this is an polygonal in shape. Here there will be a thickening. In the diagram also they will give. Sometimes again there will be there will be no intercellular space. Thickening in the border in dash tissue. Irregular thickening of the corner is in parenchyma. It is in parenchyma. So flexibility also and thickening. Husk of the coconut. When you open the coconut cell, the husk of the coconut, like fiber, consists of dash tissue, sclerenchymatous. 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 Sclerenchymatous tissue or sclerenchyma tissue. Thickening of the walls in the stone cell. Coconut hard shell will be there, brown in color. Inside that it is white. What is called edible. The thickening of the walls of the stone is because of deposition of a chemical called lignin. So that is the question. Now 13. A tiny pore present on the epidermis is called stomata. Is called stomata. Next one. In desert plant, mainly in desert plant and in some plants, a waxy coating on the leaf surface. So when you pour the water droplet will move. The reason in desert plant, waxy coating of the leaf surface to prevent transpiration. What do you mean by transpiration? The moment of removing the excess of water from the plant in the form of water vapor is called transpiration. So mainly you have observed in desert plant, like example cactus, a thick leaf. So where the storage will be high, the storing of the food, but transpiration is very low. The reason is there is a waxy coating. Dash and dash are complex tissues. One is a water conducting tissue, xylem. Another is called the phloem. Food conducting tissues are called the complex tissues. Fibers are mainly, why fibers? So thread-like structures are mainly supportive in function. Supportive in function. Next one. Dash epithelium is present in our esophagus and lining of the mouth, that is called pavement tissue, squamous epithelia. Squamous epithelia. This is a repeated question in your question paper. In kidney tubules, our kidney tubules consist of dash epithelium. I have given a clue that is called cuboidal. Cube is present. Logic answer, that is in kidney tubules and in salivary glands. These are related to your epithelium tissue. Next one, connective tissue. Will go through the few fill in the blanks questions. You can continue with that number also, or you can continue with the connective tissue, that is I1 1. So you can continue with that same 1 marks question. So now blood has a fluid matrix. We know that blood is a liquid. It consists of a fluid matrix called dash. The that is plasma. Plasma is a liquid matrix. The plasma contains dash, dash and dash. That is proteins, salts and hormones. Keep in your mind, the plasma consists of proteins, then salts and hormones. That is one more fill in the blank. Dash gives framework and support to the body. So we have learned already many connective tissues which gives a support and framework, a specific shape to a body. Maybe it is human being, a bird or etc. Especially a human being, that is nothing but bone, a skeletal muscle. Bone gives a framework and support to the body. Hard matrix of bone consists of dash and dash. So our bone, that is the white color, a cream color, consists of a component, that is calcium. Which element? Calcium and phosphorus compound. Calcium, that's why it is in a white structure. Dash connects muscle to bone. Repeated question. These two are repeated question and very important. Dash connects muscle to bone. MB. Keep in your mind. M to B. Muscle to bone. That is ligament or tendon. Here it is tendon. Tendon connects muscles to bone. Then bone to bone. If it is bone to bone, what we can say? Dash connects bone to bone. So maybe you heard about in the cream related your arthritis or maybe a pain relief cream etc. That is called ligament. Ligament means joint. Ligament connects bone to bone. Tendon connects muscle to bone. Here B to B. This is a logic in biology. B to bone. That is a B to B. Ligament. Dash tissue present in between skin and muscle. In our skin and muscle. Thread-like structure is present below the skin. That is because of areolar tissue. Areolar tissue. Dash stores fat and acts as an insulator when we are in fasting, when we are maybe sick, etc. So our body is fit for to fight against disease or maybe it gives a warmth to our body. So without food also sometimes we can survive for a few days. The reason is in our body there is a tissue, fat stores. It stores fat, that is called adipose. Adipose stores fat. So this is a one more fill in the blanks. Next, many nuclei are present in dash muscles, whether it is stripped, unstripped, cardiac. Many nucleus present in, especially in stripped muscle. Stripped muscle. In stripped muscle, many nuclei is present. For example, so if you take like this, so many nucleus is present with the strips. Next one, smooth muscles are, so if you find an spindle shape in structure, so in this only one nucleus, that's why it is called uninucleate. Uninucleate. Single nucleus. So these are sometimes multiple choice questions. Cardiac muscles are present only in dash, that is in heart. So rhythmic contraction, beating of heart, it is because of the muscles should be very strong in heart. There will be no fatigue, no tiredness, still will die. So that is because of a muscle called cardiac muscle present only in heart. Next one. So maximum this question is there repeated. So they give the diagram, they give the alphabet, sometimes they give the mini diagrams of the same nerve cells. A nervous tissue consists of a special cell that is called neuron, special tissue, nervous tissue. So in this electrical impulse, flowing of electrical impulse, how? For example, pars dendrite receives the information, cell body, this is is called cell body. Nucleus, a hard or a long fiber, that is called axon. Then one myelin sheath, telomere and the synapse. So this is so how the electrical impulse will flow. So when it will receive the information, chemical secretion will change into electrical impulse in our body, and then it will go to the cell body. From the cell body it is moving towards axon. From the axon it will move towards one more junction, that is called the end of the axon. With that, the junction in between the two neurons. So if you find here again one more neuron will be there. So this dendrite connection here. So this junction is called the synapse. Now identify the correct sequence of flowing electrical impulse in human being body. PSUR. Go through it. You must know from the dendrite, cell body, axon, and the end of the axon. This is the format. Now P is related dendrite. Yes, it is correct. Yes. P to yes, there is a gap. Starting from here, the information will go here. No. Then this option is wrong. Correct sequence of electrical impulse. Next one, P, Q, S, R. No, P, Q, R, S it should be. So that's why P, Q, S, R. This option also wrong. Next one, yes, direct they went to the axon, receiving the information. No. Then first keep in your mind which is the correct answer. Correct answer from the following is P, dendrite. Next one, cell body. Next one, axon. Next, end of the axon. End of the axon. Then it is synapse, a gap between the two neurons. Now the option is P, Q, R. Yes, this option is correct. So this is a 1 marks question related to your lesson. Still many more is there. A direct question, incorrect, find out the wrong one, or the it is not belongs to. These are the questions in science question papers. Go through it. They'll give 1 marks question also, sometimes diagram to identify, and all these are the related to fill in the blanks. Let us study now 2, 3, 4 marks questions.